Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everyone. My name is Edomilio, and today on Talk, we're gonna talk about our year so far, what we have done, our goals, and so on. And I have two people here, very interesting, to discuss this topic. Leonardo, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, okay. I am Leonardo. I am 34, 34 years old. My birth date was in 31 March.
Okay, happy birthday. So,
Yeah, thank you. I am don't work in this moment, but my profession is a software engineer
okay,
or developer programmer. Uh, and I am Brazilian, but I live in Portugal in this moment. I do exchange in Ireland for I think 5 6 months there, and
oh, nice.
I moved to here in Portugal. Uh, I love film, music, movies, music, and play games.
Mhm.
It is my hobbies. I think this.
Okay, okay, very nice. Thanks a lot. Yasmin, how about you?
Hi guys, I'm Yasmin. I'm 19 years old. I'm from São Paulo, capital. And my free time, I like to read books, watch series, spend time with my cat and with the people that I like too. Nowadays, I'm reading a Tolkien book. I don't know if you know Betting and Looking book, but is that book that I'm reading nowadays. And I think about me, is it?
Okay, okay. Um, what is the name of the book? I didn't understand. Yasmin, what is the name of the
Betting and
book?
looking. I will put in the chat.
Okay. I think your microphone is lagging a little bit, but I can understand. Okay, talking. Lord of the Rings is the same
It's the same
writer.
universe,
Uh,
but not the same history.
Okay, very nice. So let's start from the first here, Leonardo and Yasmin. I think you already know. So I always try to maintain a very tranquil conversation, right? Like I will start from the first question, but then we can create different questions based on your answer and change a little bit, to keep this conversation warm. Not only following the question. Question number one, question number two, question number three. No, no, no. Not this way. It's not my way at all. So let's start from the first. Right? What have been the right lines of your ear so far? Like the main points. Okay, Yasmin, please.
Um, as for me, I I think my year is passing really, really fast. I don't know if you have the same perspective by it, but for me, it's passing real, real fast. But my my highlight, my main point for this year, I don't know, I think is passing real fast because I'm studying a lot and working a lot too. So when we are in this kind of flow, uh, the main point of our year is kind of that, and this highlight give us a perspective that is passing really real fast.
Yeah, you're right. Are you in university or not?
I can't hear you. Could you
Yeah,
repeat, please?
right. Are you in university?
Yeah, I'm cursing systems analysis and development. I'm on
Okay.
second semester.
Very nice, very nice. Leonardo, how about you? What's your
Uh, for me,
point?
I think starting again my English skill because I need, it's very important for me. Uh, I study a lot about other languages in programmer. Um, I think this is my
Okay,
highlight.
okay, your highlight. So, what you planned in the beginning of the year and what you did like so far about this plan? Um, you did something like are you happy with your year? Are you happy with your year? Leonardo, you can
Uh,
say.
yes, I'm happy. But I'm feeling frustrated because I do interview in 2 weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
in English and to UK. It is very, very difficult because uh, I know it is common for me listening British English, but when it starts very, very fast, it's very confused for me. I don't understand the question. I don't know answer the question, and I'm feeling very frustrated, but it's okay. It's normal. I need this.
Yeah, I will tell you what I experienced like when I was doing my PhD at Unicamp. I lived with a guy from Nigeria, and it was very hard to listen him because the accent is kind of half English, England. It's a kind of British and a kind of Nigeria dialect and so on, very mixed. So it was very crazy to listen. So I started
Yeah.
to think, oh, how many kinds of accents we have in the world. Like if you have, for example, I had an interview with Indians. It was very hard. The people, oh, Indians is easy. Man, depend on the person because the people, that interviewed me was hard, very strong and fast, and I kind of stayed
In
ashamed.
Portugal, is common English, Indian English here. It's normal, but I don't
Yeah,
speak English and listen English Indian all time, and it's very
yeah.
confused for me too.
Man, I started to listen podcasts, Indian podcasts, to get used to listen because I,
Yeah,
I I stayed kind of, oh my God, was crazy. But it's a process, right? Like you need to, it's not, it's of course, I think in the first moment we feel sad, but then we can, oh, I need to make a plan to solve this problem. Like, so in my case, what I was doing is was listen to podcasts, Indian podcasts, and to
yeah.
practice my listening. So yes, how about you? What was your plan in the beginning of the year? Are you happy with it? And have you done a lot of stuffs or not?
My main plan of the beginning of the year was was do more immersions here in Talk and Talk
Very good plan.
and
Very good plan.
finish the course of English that is in the platform too. So I'm happy with this because I'm in the uh, third module. Almost finishing, and when I finish, I will start to study Spanish. Is the second plan for my year, and I
Wow,
expect,
wow.
I hope
Congrats.
I get it.
This is, seems or look like that you are very organized, like doing this stuff step by step. Um, Well, this is so funny because, for example, a lot of people say something like, "Oh, I need to know more grammar. I would like to be corrected. I may." But if you check the Google, like, how can I use the present perfect? Man, you're gonna see a lot of content, a lot of books. The only things you need to do is kind of this week I will study present perfect for 3 days or for 5 days, I will study present perfect, see content about present perfect, see content about the past, future, and so on, how to do this, how to do that, how to pronounce something. So, but you don't have this kind of, um, consistency doing this stuff. So we need, oh, I need someone to correct me, some other person to say what you need, what you need to do, right? This is this is funny. Um, so the next question is, what you learned from the next year that you will change this year, right? Like, oh, last year I did that a lot. I don't know. So this year I will change. I need to do this, right? So yes, please.
I think one thing I did so much in last year, and I would like to change this year. In last year, I did a lot of courses at the same time, and I just had a burnout because of this. And
Wow.
yeah, I remember I sleep uh just 5 or 6 hours per day. It's okay for a lot of people, but for me, I get real tired by this because all of the time that I was wake up, I was studying, so my mind just became a mess, and I had a burnout because of this. And after this, I never, never will keep more, um, so many things to do at the same time. So I will go step by step because if I did so many things at the same time, my mind is just became a mess, and I will not I cannot focus in the thing did at the time. So for this year, I will go step by step. Just start something if I finish other thing. So for me, this is a thing that I will change, and I'm changing this year.
Lesson learned. Um, well, you said that for some people, it's okay sleep 5 hours, but it's not okay sleep 5 hours. The people try to sell us, or the world try to say, oh, we need to be productive, but studying our brain, our system, biological system, if you study a lot for your whole day, and you do not sleep, you do not internalize information. It's like you take the all knowledge you learned during the day and put in the trash. It's like that. The student especially don't know that, because we want to stay, doing all the time the stuffs, in movement. We want to stay because we are young, so we need to stay in movement. So on, I want sleep, but the problem and the consequences are severe, severe. I know that because I've been studying to um be more consistent studying because I'm a professor, I'm a researcher as well. I need to do a lot of stuff. So I start to read a lot of content to understand how can I, balance. Okay. Leonard, how about you? Like, what was your lessons learned from the last year?
In my last year, I worked a lot in a company. I dedicated my all time um, to company and study other languages there because the company need in this moment.
Mhm.
Uh, but I changed to year. Feeling about me more, about my routine, about my English is very important for me. And I stopped my English for, I think, 2 years. Uh, and started again. And I think in June or July, I intend to start other university here in Portugal, but I don't know yet.
Okay.
I think this.
Do you feel or notice difference in terms of English? Like two, you had a gap of 2 years, right, of English studying English,
Yes.
and do you feel a lot the difference? Like, oh, it seems that I'm starting again from the zero, from the scratch, or no, just to kind of, oh, I need to adapt here, but I'll get it.
No, no. I'm feeling fear. I don't remember many words. Because there in Ireland, I study 4 hours per day, I think, and I speak English all time. And I went to my place there and speak in English and
Mm,
uh, say when with the other people there. I speak English because there is Brazilian, Mexican, and
right.
wherever many people, and
Okay.
I fear about this because I don't remember many words. For example, highlights. I read the highlights and what's highlights again? I don't remember this. It's
Okay.
very strange.
Okay. But so there in Portugal, you do not speak so much English, right?
Yes, in Portugal, I just speak Portuguese, and I don't use the Portuguese of Portugal. I use the Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese,
Because it's
because uh,
understandable.
uh, uh, they understand the Brazilian Portuguese, but
Okay.
in same times I don't understand the Portuguese Portugal. It's different, but it's
Uh,
okay.
Interesting, interesting. How about you, Yasmin?
Uh, about question three. Oh,
Yeah,
second. I am a little lost here.
yeah. I will say other question now. I'm thinking here. Do you consider yourself organized person?
Um, yeah, because I do a lot of things in my day. Like I go to the gym, I study English, I study other courses, I do college, I work, so I need to have um, a strong organization because if I didn't have it, I just cannot do a lot of things in the day. And at the end of the day, rest a little and sleep well. So there are a lot of things that I need to organize, and because of this, I always try in the end of last day and the start of the day. I try
Mhm.
to first see the things I need to do and organize the time I will do that. So I organization the principal things in some topics, like for example, study English, do immersion, read books because I try to read books uh, all um, all of the days. So I structure in kind of topics and um, separated by times of the day. So
Mhm.
things I will do at the morning, things I will do at the afternoon, things I will do at the night, and after this I open my Google Agenda, Google Calendar, and I put the spaces of the time I will separate it for all of the things. And I think this really helped me to really see the things I need to
What
do.
you need to do.
And if I need to move something to other time, I can do it with in a easier way too. So I think I'm kind of organization because I'm an
Totally,
anxious person
totally
too.
organized. Other question is, do you think you are productive? One thing is do a lot of stuffs. Like, but you, in your opinion, is it productive? Like, I would say the reason I'm questioning you that is like when I try to schedule all the things that I need to do in chunks, I feel that is not nice. I don't know what happened, but it's kind of very mechanical. So I cannot stay for so long doing the same stuff. Like, oh, at 7 a.m. I will do this. At 8, I will do that. At 9, I will do that. So for me, it's kind of mechanical and I don't feel that I'm internalizing the information, the knowledge that I'm doing. But it's my feeling, right? My perception. And I don't feel that I'm productive doing that. How about you? Like, do you feel productive? Like, oh, yeah, I feel that I'm improving, I'm improving.
I always try keep little goals with all of the activities. So I think this helped me to be productive. For example, I separate a time to study English, and I have a specific goal to this activity in that day. So, for example, watch one class from the course of the website. This is my goal, and when I reach this goal, I can feel being be productive because really help me this kind of goals,
Okay.
small
To man
goals.
okay, to maintain yourself in movement, like to excited
Yeah.
to do other stuff and conclude other stuff and conclude others. Okay, this is nice. I think your way is better. It's better than my way. My way is more confused. Leonard, how about you? Do you feel, are you the first? Are you organized? Do you organize your time in chunks and very, detailed or not? And do you feel that you are productive? Like, oh, I'm doing a lot of stuff and I can't see what I'm doing.
I really try, but I'm not organized.
My team, my team.
Organized, yeah, yeah. I use the
We try.
scheduling Google Calendar in others calendar to uh, to do my things, but I don't know. I'm I'm not organized. I prefer uh, see my day, look my day, and I priority the the first step, second step, and the other step, but not all day, just the principal things.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is my way as well. Like, sometimes, for example, sometimes when I don't know what I will do, I start, split my time in chunks of time, chunks of blocks, chunks of time. So I do this, I do that, a lot of different stuffs. But sometimes we need to concentrate in only one, like to, from the beginning to the end. So I need to change a lot. Oh, I cannot do this because I will do that, like to finish the stuff. So always trying, like you said, I'm always trying to adapt something. Like, I don't know if it's nice, but it's my way. I don't know how to, how to do different. Um, okay. Sometimes, Yasmin said a lot of stuff. I will, take some notes here and try to apply in my daily life. The question number 9 is about areas specifically. So, in what areas or fields do you feel that you made progress this year? Like, oh, I started this year 3 months. Yeah, we are in the fourth. So I did it and or it's been nice because I feel that I'm progress here. You can start, Leonardo.
In desires profession jobs
In general,
in
you
general.
can be in your personal life and
Uh, and I think in this year, uh, I need to improve more my English for my career is very, very, very important because in IT area in Brazil, in other
or you speak
countries,
or you speak.
yes,
No choice. Right.
don't have other things about this. And I need improve more other languages to programmer too these years. And I feeling very well about this because uh, I study uh, alone. I don't know this word in English. Autodidata. I don't know.
Oh my God, I don't know. Self something.
Self, I don't
Oh,
know.
let me see. I wanna self-taught. Do I?
Self-taught.
This is in English is so awesome because self-taught means that you are teaching yourself. Very
Uh,
good.
I am all time in my life. I am self-taught, and I don't do courses and other people to learn me about this. Just English. English for me is very, very, very hard for me. I don't know. I don't know, but in other things is common for me self-taught in general, in drawing, in I don't know, make I don't know, table or other things is common for me.
Yeah, I will say the reason that English is hard for a lot of people, not only for you, for the people in general. Because the people don't want to face the mistakes, don't want to show yourself, right? Present yourself doing something. So the English is not about the grammar, is not about your, other steps, rules, or something like that, but it's about you're facing yourself, like, you know, and you need to improve your English actively, being actively, like talking to me or talking to other person. For this reason, it's not about theoretical. It's not theoretical, but it's emotional. So the people don't want to face the emotions, right? Like, oh, I will commit mistakes, and the people will say this or that, and so on, whatever. And for example, in other case, we have something, for example, studying coding. You can study by yourself, like only you in your, in your
Yeah.
room, study, you know, like doing what you doing without facing other person, to. So for this reason, the people don't want to, or feels that English is hard, because
Yeah.
emotionally is hard. Even here nowadays, for example, you show your face on YouTube, like, oh, the people will see something like that. Or, a lot of people do not face talk and talk because they are, afraid about our self-image.
Yeah.
So it's psychological.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something, Donald?
Yeah.
So, Yasmin, how about you? Something that you feel that you have made progress.
I think I made progress mainly in my personal life because I became I start again with therapy. I was stopped in 2022, I think, and since of that year, I never became again with therapy, and this year I became with it, and I noticed I improved my self knowledge and the way that I deal with the things in a good way too. So I think I improved this area, and I think became more productive and um, a more organized person that in last year too. So I think making progress in that areas and with English studies too. So for me, that was the areas I feel I made progress.
Okay. This immersion, I sometimes I provoke a little bit, right? So sometimes we do not need be productive, because the life is not productive all the time. So, for example, if you spend a time with your cat, it's not productive to stay with a cat, right? But it's about life, not productivity, and about jobs and so on. Sometimes if you want to go to a theater or a cinema, it's not, oh, I will be productive. No, it's about enjoying the moment, enjoying the life. So I need to keep this balance, work-life balance ahead, like always trying to, oh, I am not a machine. I need to balance the two stuffs. I
I
was
thought
reading
that
some about that. Go ahead, Yasmin.
I thought that made me being more soft with this kind of thing. I start to treat rest time and hobbies and things like that like a goal, like for example a job. So I treat like a obligation in my life. I need to put a time to rest. Isn't a time
Perfect.
that I am losing because when I I have a time to rest. I have time to myself. I'm not losing this time. I'm just getting more and more time because became more productive. Because if I'm happy, resting, I can improve my work things, my study things. So is I treat like a obligation too, because when I not treat like this, I just can't focus on this. So I have my time to rest, and I need to do this. Even I had 100 things to do, I just do in another moment. So
Very
I
good.
start to treat like this.
Yeah, I reached when I was studying more hard, I reached a moment where I thought something like, oh, if I need to study, you know, night alone, I will sleep. Nothing will miss my sleep, the time that I will rest. Because sometimes we do all the stuffs, but we do not think enough about ourselves, like our healthy, you know, or time in detail. We do a lot of stuff, but we do not pay attention on us. Like, so for this reason, I'm doing exactly what you have done, like what you are doing. Like, in the time 10 p.m. I starting to close all the stuff, cell phone. I start to read something just to. And if we study about, for example, hormones and something like that, we totally make sense. Melatonin, dopamine, we need to, all this stuff, mess our hormone system. So yeah, this is a topic that I really like. I think it's interesting. I'll bring some conversation about that. Leonard, how about you?
What question?
I
I don't know.
will, yeah, I will change a little bit. What's your expectation for the rest of the year? Like, or the main, like, oh, I need to fix that. Like, I need to solve that problem specifically.
Yes, for the rest of the year, I need a job
Yeah.
eh, that speak English. Only
To
English.
practice more, more, more.
Yes, more English all time for
Okay.
me. Uh, for my expectation for this year, I don't know about this. I don't think about this. Uh,
This is the
but
moment. This is the
yeah,
moment.
yeah. uh, uh, do things to my home, my house here. Uh, my I don't know this word. Escritório in English. I don't know.
Is
Yes.
office, no?
Office, yeah.
Office. Yes.
Office.
Thank you. Yes.
Office.
Uh, finish my office here because this all clean, all white here, and I need to put in the color here, other here, on toy here, and I think is this. I think this.
Okay. Guys, let me share with you a stuff here. Let me see. I was reading about that. Like,
Okay.
no, is the means, let me see here. Forgetting curve. Right. Share my screen. This is the forgetting curve, right? Yeah, forgetting. Here. This is, can you see my screen? Oh, yeah, right. This is the forgetting curve, Ebbinghaus curve, right? So if you learn some English here,
Ebbinghaus.
Ebbinghaus, yes.
What is?
Ebbinghaus is a researcher, psychologist. So if you study something in 1 hour, you will forget this, and in days this, and in weeks this. You know, you kind of back to the zero. So what you need to do is, if you do something like here, you learn something like we are practicing English right now. Tomorrow you try to practice again, you know, to maintain this curve here, this place, you know, in a high tax of retention, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. The more you do, you're gonna, change the curve. And for example, in my case, I don't need to study English anymore. But when I start to have this conversation with you, I learned a lot of words, even that I don't want to learn, but I learn, like, uh, in a passive way. And sometimes we learn, for example, the people here, we'll close here. The people here, they try to learn actively, like, oh, I will, start the conversation to learn, right? But you will reach a moment when you don't, where you do not need to learn, like I want to learn, because like that, I'm just talking to you, like I'm thinking this stuff right now. I will say randomic stuffs, but I'm learning, you know. It's kind of, I don't need to, oh, I will learn this time and so on. So my advice, I Yasmin have done it, like, I don't know if she knew about this or not, but it's new information. So repeating the steps, like, I will do this or that, at least for, I don't know, 30 minutes. Oh, I will 30 minutes listening something. 30 minutes I will have a conversation, and then I will let 30 minutes, 30 minutes. But it's a kind of, you start to make it bigger, like growing your knowledge. So I think will be nice. Here in the beginning conversation, I always try to bring this kind of information because I like to read about how to learn better. For example, I'm learning Barbara Oakley's book, Learn How to Learn. So yeah, that's it. Very crazy. Out of the blue, the information. Yes. How about you? What's your aspiration and hopes, and what do you need to solve this year? Like, oh, the rest of the year I will, I need to fix that stuff. Like, I had problem here.
I think get my driver's license because I complete 18 years last year and I didn't did it. So I know if I just keep more and more time to do this, I never will get my driver's license. So I think this year will be the year, and I need to get my driver's license this year. So
Okay.
I'm getting money to do this, and I'll do this year. I need to do this because I'm 19 now. So if I just keep more and more time, I never do this.
Yes, you will get your license. We believe. So guys, we have more 8 minutes here, and I will switch the way. Leonardo, do you wanna make some question? Do you have a
No,
question?
no,
Yes, do you have a
no
question?
question.
Can you create, do you want to create a question?
Let me ask Leonardo, how do you did your studies like and they'll show to us a way to do revisions to fix the contents. For you, you have a specific way to fix that you study, how you study?
Uh, to fix, I study in this moment. I study a lot English to fix my words in my mind. Uh, but about my career, I study do projects, many projects about uh, connect the API because I do
Bom,
my first graduate in analysis too, and my second graduate in mathematics. Uh, and
uau,
uh,
crazy.
to crazy. I'm here, crazy. Uh, and I study a lot, all time, all day. I use revision all time in my laptop, other things, uh, and post-it too. I use better post-it. I think this.
Okay. I wanna. How language do you know? Like in coding, Python.
Uh, Python I study, but I am pleno in Python.
Okay.
But my language and senior is Ruby on Rails and PHP.
Okay. Okay.
But I use
And
React.js, Vue.js, and the other language too.
very nice. And how do you find the projects? How do you find the projects?
Uh, in
Is there
because
a repository of this, like that you can reply and
yes, in
correct?
repository, uh, but I see the things that less in a country, for example, in Portugal, and I think, oh, this project is very nice. I do this, and I start this project this form.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I will share the last stuff here about learning. That's uh of here for from the conversation itself, like we are doing right now, we are practicing actively your language,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And from this conversation, you can, oh, I need to, I don't know this word or that word or that word. I will check here and correct it, right? From, how can I say, from the up to down, is up to down, right?
Yeah.
The most part of people in the world, they start to learn a language, from down to up. Like, oh, I need to study first grammar and then how to use the words and how to, they do not study actively. So they spend a lot of time, don't know how to use this stuff. And if you do not use, your brain won't connect the sentences. Because one thing is you know a word. Other steps is connecting a word in a sentence. Vou falar em português.
Mhm.
A gente aprende várias palavras, elas ficam na nossa mente, certo? Como
Sim.
uma memória. Só que você concatenar a memória, você precisa fazer isso ativamente, porque a concatenação da memória, ela vai utilizar o que você já sabe de escuta, de listening, as palavras que você sabe de vocabulary, de writing. Na verdade, a fala, ela é o output de todas as outras habilidades. Por isso que ela é mais
Uhum.
difícil, certo?
É.
O writing, você pode ficar lá no seu office, lá no seu escritório escrevendo. Ninguém vai você não tem um confrontamento, você pode apagar, escreve de novo, né? O
Uhum.
listening, você pode ficar listening, tipo, 24 horas. Tô escutando 24 horas por dia, tá?
Uhum.
É, o reading é a mesma coisa, são atividades que são passivas. Se você não entendeu, você volta, são passivos. Agora a
Sim.
fala é ativa. E é por isso que as pessoas, porque a fala, como ela é ativa, ela vai te colocar num estado emocional de perigo, assim, né? O seu corpo vai, nossa, cara, e agora
Sim.
não sei como lidar, não sei como lidar, porque você não tem essa prática. E aí as pessoas, quando elas chegam nesse momento, elas vão para trás. Aí,
Aham.
por
Esse é o
exemplo,
meu
as
maior
conversas.
problema.
Porque, por exemplo, ó, a gente tem um monte de alunos do Talk and Talk, ó, a gente está com a conversa agora 2 pessoas, mais de 1.000
Uhum.
lá. Por quê? Porque uma coisa é você começar a estudar inglês, agora outra coisa é você colocar a sua cara, tipo assim, falar e enfrentar a questão emocional, né?
Então, eu fiz o intercâmbio por conta disso. Eu sempre tive muita vergonha do inglês. O Felipe sabe, né? Quando eu comecei com ele lá, com ele aprendi. E sempre foi muito difícil para mim, muito, mas muito difícil para mim, falar inglês. E o Felipe me ajudou muito, no começo. Eu resolvi fazer intercâmbio, acabei fazendo intercâmbio. E no intercâmbio, a vantagem é que eles te jogam, tipo assim, te joga no inglês, você sabe ou não, não tem professor que fala português. Igual, no beginner, quando eu entrei no beginner lá, o professor era polonês. Então, tipo assim, o que que ele sabe de português para quem tá aprendendo lá? O que ele sabe de outro idioma?
Mesmo se ele quisesse ajudar, não ia conseguir.
Ema, ema. E ele, tipo assim, ele ainda contava piadas, algumas coisas. E, tipo assim, muita gente na sala ficava tipo, o que que tá acontecendo? E ele conversando normal. Ah, ok, sem problema. E então foi muito difícil você jogar de cara assim, já tal, não sei o quê. Mas eu evolui até rápido, porque eu fui do beginner ao pré-intermediário em 3 meses. 3 meses lá, eu fui pré-intermediário.
Não.
Depois começou a acontecer um monte de problema com moradia, aí acabei perdendo o
Uhum.
foco e acabei não conseguindo evoluir tanto mais quanto eu queria. E depois disso eu parei de estudar. E tô
Mas que
tentando
bom que
voltar
você
agora.
tá, que bom que você tá de volta, mas pensa nisso, né? Tipo, a prática é constante aqui, você vai dar uns saltos bem maiores na fala, né?
Sim.
Quanto mais imersões você participar, mais você ultrapassa essa barreira, beleza?
Eu vou participar
Nice to
sempre do
meet you.
beginner,
Ok,
porque é o que
ok.
eu preciso.
Perfect. No problem. Aqui a gente só separa porque as pessoas às vezes tem mais assim aquela questão do nome, o beginner. Cara, mas tem hora que eu meto assim, ó. Era melhor, fala assim, é melhor você ter participado do Advanced, because here in the beginning is kind of.
Mas isso que é bom.
ah, é. E aí, continue vindo. Be welcome
Ok.
again, tá? Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you,
See
Wendell.
you in the next week.